Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Michigan horse farm here on the Frankenmuth, Michigan map. We've got a few different things to do. Of course, we, as always, need to exercise our horses, but before we do that, I wanted to take a look at our hay field over here real quick. If you watched the last episode, you saw we put this field in. It's currently growing, so it's not ready for us to mow and harvest yet, but here's the area to exercise the horses. Um, the field did say that it needs rolling and it needs lime, and I know that it needs to have the rocks removed, so there's plenty of work there. But the other thing I wanted to take a look at is our big field back here appears to be ready for harvest. So we're gonna need to set that up, um, and I don't. I see. I keep going back and forth on how I feel about this because we've got this nice big truck that we can haul the grain, but we're gonna have to. Pardon me. We're gonna have to lease ourselves a harvester. I think. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about this because. Um, we can get something like this, probably this New Holland here. We have 500,000, but really we'll do this and then probably a field of oats. So to lease, just under 14,000, the header will be another probably 2,000, maybe 3,000. So is it worth it? I don't know what we'll get for this soybean crop, but it should pay for itself. So I guess yes, we'll go ahead and do that, and then soybeans are regular header, so I guess we could go with the 28 foot. We'll lease that. There we go, 2,500. So I was right. So I know, we've done a fair bit of traveling in this series, traveling from the store to the what What the heck? Okay, wrong button. I was like, what did I just do? We've done a lot of traveling from the store to the farm, so I know that gets a little bit frustrating for some folks, but it does give me time to kind of talk about our plan, which with this series, obviously. Oh, can I fit through there? Oh, yeah. No problem. No problem at all. Uh, with this series, that's obviously taking care of the horses. Um, so doing this crop of soybeans might not seem like the most horse farm thing we could do, but I'm gonna cut through the neighbors' fields here to get over there. Um, and I know it's not the most horse farm thing to do, but we bought the land with that crop in it, so we kind of have to do this to get things adjusted. And like I said, when we replant this, we'll extend our hay field, and then we'll make our oat field the one kind of next to it. I can show you on the map what I'm talking about. So maybe I can show you. So right here's our grass field, and we will harvest this whole field 11. Uh, and then what I'm going to do is continue this. Pardon me. I couldn't get to my mute button fast enough. I'm going to continue this line and we'll do like this section will be hayfield, and then that section will be oat field. And honestly, with unless we end up getting a ton more horses, I don't I don't know that we really need too much more than that. I will say this is one advantage to if I just buy the buy the harvester, is that I won't have to do this every time. We'll just have it on site, so that's definitely worth considering. Um, don't have access to this land. How about this land? So, obviously, this is a huge job. This is a pretty big field, so this is going to take longer than what our episode will be today. But I thought, I'd show you part of the process. Maybe you can see the truck. Once we get a load, I can haul a load, and you can see the truck and see some of the money that comes in. I know doing a series like this feels a little bit different than like a start from scratch or something like that. Like when we have a 500,000 in the bank at the start, it feels a little bit different than when somebody has nothing and that initial 20,000 or whatever from the first crop that they put in. I get that. I do. Um, what I might do just to spend some of the money is, well, we got to buy a horse trailer. We don't have one yet. I just bought these horses in the field, so when we go to sell them and buy new ones, we'll want to have a horse trailer. So we want to do that. Um, we're gonna want to get some sort of sprayer so we can spray the weeds and fertilize our oat field once we. So one thing that you'll notice about if you watch me play this game um, on other saves, sometimes I can be a little bit slapdash with things. And so one of the goals, and hopefully I can stick with this, one of my goals for this save is to only have these two fields probably, but keep them as nice as I can. So I do want to get a roller for the hayfield, and I do want to get the rock picker and get the rocks out of the field so that we're not banging up our equipment. Um, Basically, I want this to be a little more like slow going, but detailed and careful. More like, I mean, not to be stereotypical, but horse farms tend to be nice. They tend to be put together. They tend to be well run. Not to say that other farms aren't well run, but if you go to a horse farm, you're not going to see somebody cutting corners the way that I typically do when I play farm sim. So I want this farm to be a little bit more neat and tidy. Now, I know that I've shown you guys the training, the horse training, so I don't want to do a ton of that, in every episode because it will take up a lot of time. But what I'm hoping to do is have some unique routes so that I'm not just, oh, there goes a deer, so that I'm not just going over the same part of the map all over and over, but maybe put together some longer rides. Oh, are you kidding me? So that's my hope, that I can get that going for you. So it'll be a kind of a dual purpose. We'll be training our horses, and you guys will get a chance to see more of the map. So I like this. We'll have our access road up there to get to this field once it's vertical and doesn't have that other part. I think this is going to be real nice and balanced. I don't know what we're gonna do with the rocks when we pick the rocks, because I don't think there's a stone cell point on every map, but maybe. What's ironic about finding these deer is that I was actually looking for deer the other night. I want to shoot a little video that I needed a cameo from the deer, and I wasn't able to find any. And now tonight, when I'm not trying to do anything with them, they're here. So once we get back up here to the corner, we'll empty out this, and I'll take this initial load with the truck, even though it's not going to fill the truck. I'll just do it so you guys can see kind of what this operation is going to be like. And like I said, I don't want the whole episode to be, I don't want it to be, 2 hours long or whatever. But there will be quite a bit of off-camera work for this. And I know this series is kind of has a smaller niche following, rather than, I've been wondering for a really long time how I cut into the viewership of some bigger bigger farm sim YouTubers, and at the end of the day, I think I would need to be more highly edited, and I don't necessarily have the skill set to do that. And maybe that's something that I could work on. But if you like this series, if you're enjoying this, I know a couple guys have been leaving comments, and that really means a lot to me. So please keep doing that. The comments are helpful. It doesn't even have to be positive. You could just say, like, you're an idiot and you drive crooked. It's still engagement. It's still good for me. But also, if you could, recommend how you think we should play. That's part of the fun of doing a Let's Play, as compared to me just playing offline and sharing screenshots or something. You can have a say in this. Do you like my plan to extend the field? That this will all be hayfield back here? Do you think that's a waste of space? Like, do you think I'm gonna regret not having enough oats because we only get one oat crop a year, but we get multiple cuts of hay? Do you think I should put in another horse paddock back here and max out our number of horses? Whatever you're thinking would be cool. We can do something with that. But we're gonna shut this off and put our auger out. Okay, let's go get the truck. Oh, that was fast. It does have an interesting starting up pattern. Like there we go. There it goes. It sounds great once you get it going, but that starting is not my favorite. And I need to move that bag. I think it's a bag of seed. I need to move that out of there. Hopefully you can hear the truck. It sounds cool. This is the TLX Phoenix from the 82 Studios pack, if you've seen that on Mod Hub. Great truck though, right? Great truck. Will this keep going if I get out? No, it won't. I might still do a screenshot, but oh, okay. Can we get this? There we go. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love the feeling like we're doing some real farming here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know what to do about that. Like, I was holding forward the whole time. Maybe it's only a couple seconds, and maybe it doesn't bother other people, but that feels pretty frustrating to me. So, and this is the neighbor's field. I feel like, I don't know. Part of the issue that I'm having here is deciding the scale of this farm. You know, I think the 2 fields and the 1 horse paddock feels like, feels like plenty of work, honestly. I should look and see where I'm going to sell this, though. Minor detail, right? Soybeans. Okay, this 13 Birch Run Township. Let's tag that. Birch Run Township. All the way. Oh, is that a train? Yeah, I don't do trains. So let's untag that one. And let's go with feed and grain south. Where's that one? Feed, I would assume it's south. Okay, down there. So we go down here, make a right on all the way down. Alright, so it's like, oh, I see, beacon down there. So here's the inside of the truck. Looks pretty cool. I like the Phoenix logo, wood grain, mirrors work. CV looks cool. It feels vintage while also, there's a real weight to it. You can feel it when you're driving it. It doesn't seem like you're in, a normal sized vehicle. It feels like you're driving a big truck, which I think is always nice when, oh boy, but I need to work on my turning radius here. Hey, traffic didn't kill me. That's good. So I just need to not drive big trucks like they're sports cars, Uh, you can customize the everything on this truck. You can customize everything. I went with the blue, with the light blue accent, chrome wheels. The bed I did in, I think it's like a brushed steel, something like that. So, this is a dump bed. But I like the setup. I like this size truck and all that. So hopefully you enjoy it as well. And if you're wanting to get this, it's the TLX Phoenix in the Mod Hub, so it's free. You don't have to worry about tracking down some crazy download on some website. It's literally just in the in-game Mod Hub. It'll take you about 15 seconds to get it in your game, and you can have a nice grain hauling truck like this. So here we go. Let's sell it. See what we get. 8,142 buckaroos. Alrighty. Well, that's pretty good. And I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for you all. Um, I'd like to, obviously I'll be finishing this job off video. Please leave comments if you want to see more of the field work. You want to see me ride the horses, whatever. Just let me know, and we'll try to get to it. But I'm enjoying this farm, and I'm enjoying this playthrough, and I hope you guys are too. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.